We are now coming to the end of the Ricky stories. During the campaign where Ricky was a player, he decided he wanted to run a campaign again. Apparently this was due to Kate asking him to do so since our main game was so inconsistent, and I was running my own game. So we gathered players and started discussing characters. We start at level 5. This was a new homebrew world for Ricky. Now all credit where credit is due, this guy had 4 binders filled with information on wilderness maps, towns, history, and world building information. As far as I know, he had worked on this thing for like a month total, so it was impressive. One of the cool aspects in this is that gods have been locked away and celestial creatures have been hunted down due to an age-old war between gods and humans. Now, I like my characters either creating conflict in the world, either by being looked down on, or hunted, or vilified, and making them heroes, or I like conflict in the party, i.e. opposing gods, or elves and dwarves, etc., as it creates fun stories and roleplay opportunities. Anyway, so I asked Ricky, can I be an ASMR? He says sure, just ask the party if they're fine with it. I ask and they like the idea. Awesome, so I'm playing a shy female ASMR paladin that works in the town guard who was ashamed of who she was and of course had to hide who they were. Now all of us were from the town except Kate, and we were childhood friends. This created a fun dynamic prior to the game and gave us our plot hook. So our cast: me, ASMR Paladin, Ricky, DM, Kate, Avariel, Elf Ranger, Ryan, Dragonborn Monk, Hamish, Human Fighter. So Hamish, Ryan, and myself meet up at the bar after a day of work and overhear some interesting rumors, one of which being that the bar owner had dragged something odd down to their basement. Ryan goes off to search the ground floor. I gather more evidence and get ready to head downstairs. Hamish keeps an eye out for both of us. Now Ryan, being a new player, doesn't wait and heads down first, catching the owner sacrificing someone on the altar. He starts heading back to tell us what happened when I arrive at the top of the stairs and have to roll a stealth check. Nat 1. Bang! I roll down the stairs, taking Ryan with me, and we land sprawled in his room. The owner turns to us, and I try to persuade him that this doesn't have to come to blows. I roll a nat 20 plus my bonuses, and it came out to 28. I look at Ricky, and he shakes his head. Nope, you needed a 30. Yep, I had the highest persuasion on the team and rolled max and didn't roll high enough. Right. Battle starts. Hamish and Ryan hold off his guards. I run up and tackle the owner, and we go over the altar and down a staircase hidden behind it. Cool, so now we're gonna have separate encounters. I sit and watch Hamish and Ryan pull off amazing moves and attacks and eventually beat down the guards and follow me. After an intelligence check to see if they knew where I went, luckily they passed. Now I think it was gonna come to my encounter, but nope. Somehow I got knocked out by the stairs with no roll and the guy escaped. Okay, well that sucks, but at least Ryan and Hamish wake me up and we move on into the dungeon beneath the bar. Here we meet Kate and, well, we enter a room and here's Kate's character chained to the wall in next to no clothing. I look at Kate and she's angry. Ricky goes on explaining how her character is on 1 HP as she is covered in cuts and bruises. I cut him off because from the description it started to sound very inappropriate. I push everyone out of the room, heal Kate's character to full, and give her my clothing that's under my armor and my longbow. Ricky smirks and asks me to describe what they saw. I reply that there is no need cause the others are out of the room, and Kate doesn't care. Kate nods in agreement, and we see Ricky get angry that he's not getting a detailed description. Now as it stood, we were playing for Hamish and Ryan. This was Ryan's first game ever, and Hamish almost never got to play. So we move on and encounter a giant. A really dumb giant. We manage to talk him down, and he comes along to help us out. We use the giant to tank because our health has been drained and most of my healing has been used up. Ricky's now getting angry because now the encounters are too easy. We get through the dungeon and end up in a whimsical garden where we are met by a dragon, who immediately kills our giant friend and gives us a mission to open the divine gates. Ryan agrees and we follow suit, but we are angry that we lost our fun giant buddy. We are told to find the castle of the old king and then are immediately teleported outside the town where the old king's castle is. Okay, that was easy. Nope. This town is flooded with royal guards, out for my head. We aren't going to get in there like this. We turn around and try to find another place to stay. Ricky mentions an abandoned mansion we can see on a nearby hill, so we head over there. This place is infested with ghosts and an Oni. A huge battle breaks out, and during it, Kate hits me due to a nat 1 roll. No big deal. I was wrong. According to Ricky, I wanted to attack her now for hurting me. I refused due to my character only trying to follow the law the best she could. Also, Kate didn't have gear. Ricky is obviously angry now. We scrape through with the Oni escaping and decide to rest up. Magically, a chest appears with gear only for Kate. Not gonna complain, since at least she can do stuff now. We encounter a small gnome wizard girl, and we instantly start looking after her. We find one room with a double bed. Now, a quick catch up. This has been a long session where a lot of roleplay has happened, particularly between Kate and my character, and they started becoming very friendly. Her character was very interested in my character's naivete and innocence and how she was hiding who she really was. My character was in awe of her self-confidence, tattoos, grand stories, 90% of them were fake, but that doesn't matter, and she had wings. She was not hiding anything about herself. During our small break, Ricky goes for a smoke and Kate asks if Hamish and Ryan are okay with her and my character forming a relationship. They were actually excited for it and said the characters naturally seemed to fit. We were all excited for the second half and tell Ricky our decision. He looks at us and now looks really angry because he still really wants Kate to himself, and I'm assuming he thinks I'm putting the moves on her, but I'm already engaged, so you do you, bro. Anyway, we set up for the night. The girls get the bed and the guys sleep outside. Me, feeling bad, I help fix up some furniture and make makeshift beds for them. Ricky's ignoring us and just grumbling along, so Kate nudges me and throws me a mischievous smile. I describe how my character climbs into bed with the already sleeping small girl gnome. Kate pulls her power play and explains that her character takes off her clothes and lays behind my character. Now, all of a sudden Ricky's ears perk up as it sounds like Kate's going to describe more, until she turns to the DM, throwing her arms up and says, "Next morning." We all see Ricky's now red, angry face and start to chuckle. Now before the end, we had discussed that all our characters got one special ability. Mine was I could sprout wings and fly for 1 minute, but any celestial sensors in 2 miles pick me up. Also, for some reason, Kate could only fly 30 feet up. He angrily tells us how the girl gnome is missing and we are back in town now for a festival to the 4 kings of the land. We go to look at the festival and watch as the kings start fighting amongst each other and then suddenly turn and attack the festival goers. We manage to escape but are seen by guards who are told to stop everyone escaping. As we had no map, we are running blind and end up running towards the castle where there are more guards with swords. So I use my ability and fly Kate and Hamish over the wall, then go back for Ryan. We run through an open door and inside. Our session's about to end, but Kate asks us to hold up and describes how as we escape and get indoors, her character kisses mine as a thank you. Ryan and Hamish cheer, I'm laughing, and Ricky is even more angry. So after the session, Ricky cancels the campaign because we were mocking his game. This struck me as odd. I messaged Kate asking for her to explain Ricky's anger and cancellation. She said that after the session, Ricky had flat out said to her that if she wants him to run more of them, then she's gotta sleep with him. She laughed and kicked him out of her house and told him to lose her number. Yep, DMing to sleep with someone? That's a new one. Oh, Ricky, sadly we only have one more tale left. I really don't understand Ricky. It seems like he puts in the effort, but it looks like he only does it for ultimately selfish reasons. I don't think he knows how obvious he is, and maybe he never will. What do you all think about this situation?